Hey everybody, it's Roberto. In today's YouTube video, I'm actually going to be talking about how you can improve the overall production values of your YouTube videos. If you're just finding my channel for the first time, on Fridays I usually do videos about YouTube video production and video marketing. On Mondays I do graphic design videos, Tuesdays I do Tech Tuesdays, and Wednesdays I do DSLR video and photography. So don't forget to subscribe to get all of that. So there are several ways that you can actually increase the overall production value of your YouTube videos. This could be the audio component, the video component, or it could actually be some of the extras in terms of production quality like color grading or even motion graphics and just your overall polish to your videos and different things like that. Background music, sound effects, what have you. And I'm gonna get into all of that in a moment. The thing that I want to start with is the kind of equipment that you'll need to really enhance the overall production values of your YouTube videos and how much some of that stuff is going to cost you. So one of the best kinds of cameras that you can get for YouTube videos are DSLR video cameras. The reason that DSLR video cameras are really good for YouTube production is the fact that you have a lot of options to be able to control the settings, the low light settings, and it's just a lot more flexible. In some cases, they're more portable than larger overall camcorders. And in terms of the investment, you have flexibility because of the lenses that you can buy for them. They're obviously not the only solution. And in some cases, people do have better luck with different types of cameras. You can even get by with YouTube production on a camera phone, if you will. But I prefer to recommend DSLR video cameras just because, again, the range of flexibility in terms of what they can do, the conditions they can shoot under, and their portability and ease of use just makes them a fantastic option. These cameras have the ability to shoot in full 1080p, and in some cases, you can actually shoot in different frames per second rates. You can shoot in 24 and 30 frames per second, or if you need to do slow-mo, you can shoot in 60 frames per second in most cases. The other thing about these cameras is they do have an audio input jack for the most part. If you're buying anything within the $500 price range, they usually have a stereo audio input jack. So that means that you can put something like a lapel mic like I'm using for this video, or you can put in a shotgun microphone, or even run a microphone cable to a boom microphone if you have somebody to operate that for you. You can even get fancy and you can attach a DSLR field mixer to the bottom of it, and you can actually have someone monitor the output levels of your video and adjust them as needed, etc. Speaking of audio, there's a few things you can do to improve the overall audio quality of your YouTube videos. I get in depth in this in a whole nother video, but I'll briefly touch on it here. Using the different types of microphones I talked about is definitely a good way to improve the overall quality of your YouTube video. You can also use digital recorders to record the video separately and then sync things in post, but that can be a little more difficult. I prefer to run a direct line into the DSLR camera for my audio one way or the other. The other thing you can do in terms of audio is you can add sound effects and you can add background music just to add a little something extra to your YouTube videos, show a little more effort and a little more polish. Also, whenever you have dead air or dead space in the video, the audio in the background can actually compensate and continue to hold the mood and hold people's attention. So definitely look into that. There are all kinds of places where you can actually get free audio backgrounds, but you can also buy stock audio from places like Audio Jungle and iStock Audio. Speaking of stock, you can also enhance your videos using stock footage. You can use these whether it be for things like color grading, filters, or even stock motion graphics and title intros. Videohive.net is a great place to get things like that, and so is videocopilot.com. These are both sites that I've used in the past for different things, whether they be for client work or for stuff of my own, so you should definitely check those out and see if they have anything that you can use to increase the quality and production value of your YouTube videos. One of the things that usually makes or breaks the quality of any video is the lighting. Lighting helps a lot with videos to reduce things like grain and just making the video too dark and just balancing it out and it feeling good and having a professional look to it. Lighting kits are not necessarily all that expensive. And contrary to what some people do, I actually only use a 2 lighting kit. Now, I do have a total of 6 overall lights that I could be using, but that's a lot of setup and breakdown. What I did was through experimentation, I found a way to make my 2 lights work. And I use a fill light and a key light. So that's all I'm really using to be able to get this video to look this good. Finally, let's talk about some of your post-production values. Great post-production is a matter of what type of software you're using, but also what techniques you use. I prefer to use Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro for my video editing projects. But that's not the only software you can use. Sony Vegas is great, and so is Avid. You can also use free software like Windows Movie Maker and iMovie. These have some great features in them as well, although they're less robust than the other programs that I already mentioned. I do a whole nother video on my best recommendations for video editing software. But using these programs to your advantage to be able to do jump cuts, cut out ums and hums and dead space is going to really help your video look more professional and communicate better with your audience. You can also use programs like Audacity and Adobe Audition to help improve the audio quality of your videos by getting rid of background noise and different things like that. The other thing I like about programs like Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro is the ability to do color grading. Now you can also use other programs like Adobe SpeedGrade or even Adobe After Effects for this, but I prefer to do as much of my color grading as possible in Adobe Premiere Pro. But there's actually another option that's completely free. YouTube actually has the capability, when you do the enhancement features, for you to add color grading through its filter selection. So make sure that you're checking that out, because that's a great free way to go ahead and experiment with different looks after the fact once you've uploaded your video to YouTube, and just see if you can polish it there. Color grading can give your YouTube videos their own unique style, and they can be branded to you in this way, and they can also set the overall tone and mood of your video. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed these tips on how you can enhance your overall video production. I hope you learned something new from this. Go ahead and share this video with other people so that they can improve their overall YouTube presentations. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other YouTube videos in my channel. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.